Climate change is something that everybody needs to be talking about because it's the single greatest issue of our time that will affect everybody globally.
And if we do not come together as a people to stop it, we will not have the opportunity for a livable future.
It's something that affects all of us and connects all of us. I want to be a part of the conversation.
Big change starts with the small conversation that grows and grows and grows.
Where words become action and action becomes results. Cleaner air, cleaner water, and more resilient cities.
7 in 10 Americans believe in climate change, but only 3 in 10 talk about it. That's not okay. We've got to change those numbers.
I am Greta Lugerkes from Michigan.
My name is Corinna. I live in Switzerland.
I'm a freshman at the University of Florida, and activism is like the full-time job because I want to make sure that there's a sustainable future that we have.
The one thing I would like to add to the climate change conversation is that we can make a difference.
This is the biggest challenge for humanity. We have to do it all together or we will not succeed.
We're all connected to the climate change problem, but we're also all connected to the climate solution.
We all have very big visions for the world that we want to live in.
You can't treat the climate crisis like it's in this silo separate from all other issues. It is all other issues.
Let's all change the conversation from fear and paralysis to action.
I believe we need to change the conversation around climate in order to pass effective, science-driven, bipartisan legislation.
We need to listen explicitly to scientific research and to what researchers are advocating for, cut carbon emissions by 45% by 2030, and then reach net zero emissions by 2050.
I'm an organizer. We are a group of young people who are fighting, mobilizing, taking action for our climate, for our world.
I bring this critical conversation to social media.
It's important that the youth voice is heard because we are the ones whose futures are really at stake.
We have the power to power our world.
With electricity from clean sources.
Not with dirty fuels that are killing us and the planet now.
Climate change is affecting everyone now, regardless of political party, which is why working across the aisle is essential to reaching real solutions.
I participated in a hunger strike a few days ago at Nancy Pelosi's office because I believe so strongly that it's something that our lawmakers really need to implement.
We have to change the way we do business.
Seriously regulate extractive industry.
We do the big things and the little things together.
One thing that I do to mitigate climate change is compost my food scraps and donate them to my local farm.
The urban environments that we live in have to be friendly to active transportation.
We have to teach our children.
Climate change is something really bad for animals.
And let our children teach us.
We need to be more connected to nature, and we need to be more connected to each other. So plant 1 tree, plant 2 trees.
Plant a whole darn forest.
Climate is already changing, it's going to keep changing, and we have to keep upping the ante on what we're doing to respond to it.
Als iedereen 1 kleine stap per dag maakt, kunnen wij er tegenaan.
Great ideas are popping up everywhere.
We all getting smarter.
We already have stores where you don't need packaging anymore.
Youth are leading this innovative movement where they're starting to educate themselves on how to create solutions that are effective, yet sustainable.
We have the solutions to address the climate crisis right now. We have the plans to fight and win. We need you and your support in this movement to make that happen.
We just have to allow ourselves to envision a new world.
Thank you all for coming, for listening, for contributing, and continuing this critical conversation.
Everyone's got to join the conversation.
Everyone has got to join the
conversation. This conversation is so important.
We all need to connect to this conversation.
Everybody has to join the conversation.
Everybody needs to be talking about climate change.
One big, huge conversation.
As we speak, this conversation is already growing.